When we think of ancient Egypt, we picture monumental pyramids, mummies, and gold. But there's so much more to the pharaohs that you probably never knew. Let's dive into 5 fascinating facts that might just change everything you thought you knew about these legendary rulers. First up, pharaohs were considered the earthly embodiment of Ma'at, the ancient Egyptian concept of truth, justice, and cosmic order. Their primary duty wasn't just to rule, but to ensure that the world remained in balance, from the heavens to the Nile. The pharaohs' actions were believed to directly influence the harmony of the universe, making their role both a political and divine responsibility. Second, pharaohs weren't just rulers, they were also gods on earth. In Egypt, the pharaoh was believed to be the living embodiment of the god Horus. After death, they were associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. This divine status wasn't just symbolic, it was the backbone of their power, as it justified their absolute authority over Egypt. Now, here's something that'll make you rethink Egyptian luxury. Pharaohs were often buried with hundreds of servants, alive. This practice was meant to ensure that the pharaoh would be well served in the afterlife. However, some of these servants may have been sacrificed as part of the burial process, while others were simply buried alive alongside their rulers to accompany them on their journey to eternity. Did you know that pharaohs didn't eat like we do? They had incredibly elaborate banquets, but their diets were more limited than we might think. While they indulged in exotic foods, meats, and even wine, many pharaohs had a strict focus on foods that would give them strength. Meat consumption was often reserved for special occasions, and their primary sustenance came from bread and beer. Yes, beer! And finally, the most famous of them all, King Tut's tomb, was an accidental discovery. In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter unearthed the untouched tomb of King Tut, with treasures beyond imagination. But what most people don't realize is that despite the treasure, it wasn't the riches that made the tomb special. It was the state of preservation, giving us an unparalleled glimpse into the life of ancient Egypt. So the next time you think about ancient Egypt, remember that the pharaohs were more than just royal figures. They were gods, warriors, and some of the most enigmatic figures in history. And who knows, there might be even more secrets buried beneath the sands, waiting to be uncovered.